So we are doing a very impromptu video right now. We're gonna go set up the front with all these plants because we have some extra stuff that we wanna plant in there real quick.
We're gonna go ahead and add some extra color because it's all about the color, you know, all about the pollinators.
So as you can see, the whole front bed has been planted, and that was on one of the last videos that we put out. But we have some extra stuff that we don't want to go to waste, so we kind of came up with an idea, and that's basically what we're gonna do right now. Is just kind of lay out what we're gonna do with the rest of this stuff and make it make sense, not just put it in there.
Let's talk a little bit about what we want to use.
Okay. So
we decided we're gonna go ahead and add strawberries up front, something edible. It's been a little iffy here where we live to plant things that are edible. We tried it already in the backyard, but we failed miserably back there. It rains too much and it just gets way too much shade. We need a little bit more light. So Ambrose decided that it would be great to plant them on the sides of this bed.
Yes,
the strawberries.
I think we're gonna put some down here, right beneath this one, and that's gonna get pruned here in a few minutes.
It's a viburnum.
It's a viburnum that they just keep pruning back too hard, so it never flowers, and it just grows nothing but foliage, and that's what we get right there. So it blocks out a lot of those plants right there from getting any sun. So we're just gonna prune that one back since we know it's not gonna flower at all.
Putting edibles in the front bed is something that we've always wanted to do. We really didn't get to do it while we were, you know, all this time we've been here, but we're gonna go ahead and at least try it with the strawberries.
Yep.
I'm gonna start setting up some stuff.
All right, so Angie's setting up. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the other spot. So over here on the other side is where we're gonna go ahead and put the other two strawberries over here. And I think I'm gonna mix them in with some herbs. That's what I was talking to Angie about. Maybe some oregano and some rosemary, just to get some herbs growing, because we like growing herbs, but we didn't really plan for it in the backyard because, again, it's such a small yard. So that's what we're gonna do in the back, is put some herbs. But got the herbs and the strawberries that are gonna go right there. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and amend the soil underneath that as well with some compost, cow manure.
Okay, so this right here is called High Noon. Look how pretty that is. That is like a mini daisy. It is so pretty, and it stays mounded and small. So I decided, because we have quite a bit of these, I don't want to just leave them there. I think they'll, you know, they perform better. It's for part sun to sun, but I think they'll be better off in the full sun. So we're gonna go ahead and try to see where we can sneak a couple here and there.
All right, so the biggest problem to putting strawberries under here is all the shade that this viburnum is creating. Now I'm gonna go ahead and prune this one back, and the only reason I'm pruning back this viburnum is because it didn't flower. Again, like I said earlier, they pruned it back too much earlier this year in February. So when it grew out, it didn't flower, it just grew a bunch of foliage. If you're gonna prune back any viburnums, I wouldn't suggest doing it just any time of the year. You would wanna prune back a little bit to size around February, March, but not too much. Like they did, they pretty much cut it down to the bare stems. And anytime after it flowers or the flowers die back, like in early summer, right around the end of June, around this time, this month, you can go ahead and prune them back also when they start to die back. But I'm just gonna give it a little bit of shape. So I got some room for these strawberries to get some sun, along with, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do oregano or rosemary here. Me and Andrew are gonna talk about that, but we'll decide towards the end of the video what we're gonna put in here.
I belong to you. I belong to you. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust, and I always be around when I need some loving, baby. No one else. Yeah. Let you down.
Okay, so Angie's laughing in the back. I don't know what just happened, I wish I would have had some topiary to practice on because
Your inner topiary came out.
yeah, my inner topiary came out, and I think once you get started doing something like this, you just don't know when to stop. Luckily,
like it.
I have Angie back here to show me. I know you guys can hear her because she has the other mic on, but luckily I had her here to stop me. I love the way it came out though, by the way.
Yeah.
I think we have plenty of sun now in the bottom here for these strawberries we're gonna put here, but love the way it looks.
It breaks up the hydrangeas, because the hydrangeas are big old bushes on the side, the limelights. So it actually gives it more, I don't know.
Yeah, it gives it more of a formal look, and I know it's not really something we're going for up here, but again, we both like the way it came out, huh? What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah, Angie loves it. I do want to talk about these real quick. These are our Corona Tools hedgers that I have here. It's got a shock guard, so if you slam it too hard, it's got a shock guard to prevent you from having that force hit your arms also. But the one thing I do love, because we're on a slope here and I have to reach over the top, is these extending handles. Look at that. These are awesome because it keeps that fatigue from hitting you whenever you gotta reach way over the top. You can just extend them. You still get fatigue doing this kind of work still, but it minimizes all the fatigue.
Those
you're
come
gonna
in
be.
so handy.
Yeah, they come in handy when you're doing stuff like that. So let's continue with the rest of it. Now that we got this pruned down, we can kind of, well, first we gotta rake this up because I just made a terrible mess. I was saying Angie right now, so we're gonna get that cleaned up real quick.
So Amber's already made the holes underneath the boxwood. That's where I'm gonna go ahead and plant a little bit more color, because we don't have any color on this side. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and try the high noon daisy, bush daisy. That's what these are, bush daisies. And this right here is a Jazzberry, Supertunia Jazzberry. So what I love about this little daisy is that they can intermingle really well. So if you would like to put them like in a hanging basket, a small container, in a container, they would intermingle and look really nice. So that's what I'm gonna do, and hopefully I'm gonna put 2 jazzberries on each side and one of this, the high noon bush daisy in the middle, and hopefully they end up, intermingling with each other. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna go ahead and add some biotone first. So this feels very strange right here planting, because we're on a slope. So it's like I'm literally planting on a wall. So I gotta push them in real good. The good thing is that I don't have to worry about drainage issues at all. And that's it.
Okay, so Angie just planted the jazzberry and some high noon bush daisies on the other side of this the stairway here. We're gonna go ahead and do our strawberries next. That way Angie can continue doing the rest of those bush daisies in the bed here, so we don't have those go to waste. And I think it's gonna look great with that sunflower that we have up there, the Saturn. I think it's gonna look amazing once we put a couple dabs of yellow in there. But first we're gonna get these strawberries in here, and we talked about some herbs to put in here. Ambrose, you want oregano over here? You said this one? All right, so we have some oregano and we have some rosemary. Rosemary's gonna go on the opposite side of the bed. We're gonna put the oregano here. That we have some herbs go along with our strawberries here. We have some thyme that's growing up here. We love to have herbs all over the place because, as you know, we love to cook and we love to use these herbs all over in the kitchen with our recipes and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and dig some holes for these, and I'm gonna have the kids actually put these in here so they can enjoy these strawberries once they start to grow up. So the strawberries are planted on both sides of the bed here. The kids came out here, did a fantastic job, but it's a little bit hot out here, so they got a little bit hot, started sweating, started complaining about the heat, so we went ahead and sent them back inside. So, but they're excited they planted the strawberries, because once they start to fruit, they'll definitely enjoy that. And again, we've talked about the success we've had with strawberries. We just don't have a lot of room in this garden to actually have them in a great spot. And so this year we decided we're gonna go ahead and put them in the front where it gets plenty of sun, so hopefully they'll do great there.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more room there too, so.
Yep, so the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna help Angie dig the holes for these, what are they called, high noon bush daisies?
Yeah, they're bush daisies.
So we're gonna plant the rest of these in the front bed here.
I'm excited to see that little bit of yellow mingle with the jazzberry.
Yep.
There. So I'm over here trying to balance while I'm planting, because I feel like I'm sliding off the little We call it the little hill.
Yeah, but you got your kneeler there.
I do have my kneeler that I'm gonna show off right now. It does help a lot. Easy on the knees.
Definitely.
Here we go. Ooh, you know what? I'm loving the flower that it has, but this one has no flowers. This bush daisy, and look at the leaves. They're so pretty.
Oh, I know. It's pretty amazing, that foliage on that plant. All right.
He just has me laughing. I'm sorry, guys.
So,
Okay, all right.
so we are done with this impromptu video. I say that very, very lightly because I think it ended up being, just doing a whole bunch of stuff in the garden, which is always fun.
We thought we were done up here.
Yeah.
That's why. And
Yeah.
I'm we're joking around. I'm telling him, you always think that you're done in the garden,
Yeah.
and then you're like, don't we have those other plants back there? You're like,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do with them? And that's what happened.
Yeah, so-
with the, what are they? The high moon?
Yeah, the high noon.
High noon daisies.
Yeah, and then I had some strawberries that I definitely wanted to get in the ground. We ordered those strawberries. The plan was to put them in a container somewhere.
No, you actually had what is it called? Like a little cart, like a little bed.
Oh yeah, I have a rolling raised bed that I was gonna use, but
He ordered it in winter time, and we were so excited to use it.
yeah.
But how the lighting is just not that great back there.
Yeah,
And I don't know, we just didn't want to chance it this year.
Yeah, we decided we're gonna give the strawberries as much sun as possible. And as you already know, you saw the last video where we did the front bed. This might be the last time we plant this bed. So we kind of,
Yeah.
I think we're kind of really going all out without really intending to, which is fun because, there's a lot of colors gonna be up here.
And there's just so many pretty plants
Yeah.
that, to be able to use, and the color. And I was noticing all the pollinators coming
Yeah,
around,
yeah.
even though as we're planting them.
Yeah, so like I said, it was supposed to be a very impromptu video, but I kind of, you want to tell him I went crazy over there?
He went on Topiary right now. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, where did that come from? But I love the way it looks. We should have done that since we got here.
Yeah, well
I
the thing
just
was,
didn't think about it.
I think the thing was is we were thinking that we were hoping that it was gonna bloom because we know it's a viburnum.
Yeah.
But they just keep pruning it way too
They
much.
prune it at the wrong time. So the flowers for this time, they don't ever bloom. It doesn't ever bloom. So it's really sad because we've never seen
Yeah.
it bloom since we got here because of that reason.
We have seen the lilac.
There's a
foliage here
lilac.
bloom. The first year they
Yeah.
pruned it very, very heavy, just like the viburnum, and that didn't bloom at all. But last year, it actually bloomed. This year, it didn't do anything. Again, they went pretty drastic. It's always somebody different when they come around here and prune the
The
shrubs.
year before, somebody did a good job on it, and I don't
Yeah.
think they went that far in pruning it, and it flowered. It flowered really nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, it's just we try to make it a quick video, but we like I said, we have quite a bit of stuff that we want to get done, and this is what our weekends turn into, and it's definitely not complaining at all because we absolutely enjoy being out here in the garden, taking care of a bunch of little things here and there because it just makes for some fun time having the kids out here as well. Again, it got a little bit hot, so they went ahead and went inside, but it's just a lot of fun being out here in the garden, having them do little things here and there, and then us just enjoying the garden. I think we're gonna do these containers next.
We're gonna go ahead and finish the front already.
Yeah.
The containers will be next. These on the bottom. That's
Yeah.
what we're gonna do right now after this video, and then we're gonna head up there.
Yeah.
I have a few pretty roses from Pruning Winners that we got sent that
Yeah.
I still haven't planted, so we need to do that. But we'll do that sometime this week. And then we got the urns up there
Yeah.
that I know what I want in there. So
Yeah.
we'll do the urns on another day.
Yeah, so we're gonna continue with our day. Obviously, this video will come out before we continue with the rest of our day, but hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a quick video of just filling in some things here and there, doing some garden maintenance.
And let us know, what did you plant What did you get going this weekend? Because
Yeah.
I know we were all waiting to come out and do something. You know, I heard all of y'all in winter time leaving comments and telling us that y'all couldn't wait, you know, for winter to be over.
Yeah.
Sorry about the noise, guys.
Yeah.
All right, I think this is it.
So that's gonna do it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.